Hello everyone and welcome once again to Crocheting in Style Studio. In our today's tutorial we are going to learn how to crochet a top, and the top I'll be attaching it with a dress. I'll show you up here. You'll see a picture on how it looks like. So what we need in this project, we need yarn. I'll be using Winter King. It's a 4-ply yarn. It's machine washable, as you can see here. We also need a pair of scissors. We need a crochet hook. In my case, I'll be using a 3mm hook because I want my stitches to be a little bit tight. We need a cutter and measuring tape. For this measuring tape, we'll be taking measurements like bust, height, sleeve lengths, and things of the sort. So grab your things ready and let's get started. So to begin, make a slip knot and make a chain that is 21 inches long, that stretches to 21 inches long, and make sure you count your stitches. So I'll make this off the camera and then I'll come and tell you how many stitches I've made. But what I normally do, maybe I should share with you. Since I want it to be round, so I insert my hook in the first stitch. Make sure that it's not twisted. This one I put it like this, and therefore continue chaining. So continue making your chain until the chain reaches to 21 inches. The reason why I've picked 21, this is the neck, the head circumference, so that's the measurement I want. But if you want it to have a slit in the back, it's not a must you make it to 21 inches. So for my case, I've explained why I'm making it to 21. It should stretch, it should be stretching to 21 inches long. So continue, I'll meet you there. So I have 88 chains. 88 measures that the 21 is equal to 21, as you can see. So we are going to add four more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll explain why. So the 4 chains are for the corners. Let me show you a sketch here. Let me show you the sketch. So it will look like this. We'll be having 4 corners. So this is corner number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So since we have 88 chains, so we will divide this by 4, which is going to give us 22. So 22, we are going to divide this by 2 again, but have this 22 in mind. So divided by 2, you have 11. So from here to here, you're going to have 11 chains. And then from here to here, we are going to have 22. Again, from here to here, 22. From here to here, we are going to have another 22. And then from here to here, we are going to have 11 chains. So this is how we do it. I'll give you I'll give you a link on how to there's a video I made and I had clear illustration as to why we are doing this. So just have this in mind. So I've chained 88 and added 4. So 4 represents these corners, because these corners we are going to make increases in order to make it increase. So join the 2, and remember this is a stitch, so chain 2. I don't want my stitches my stitches to be that long. So here you're going to make one double crochet stitch, another one. So you will continue like this. This is number 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So the next chain will be our first corner. So for the corners we are going to do 2 double crochet stitches in the same stitch, that is 1 and another one, chain 1 into the same stitch, and place another 2 double crochet stitches. So this is our first corner. So the second one here we are going to do 22. So continue making your double crochet stitches until you reach 22. In the 23rd you're going to make an increase, which is 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the same stitch. So I'll show you when we reach there at 22. 19, 20, 21, 22. So in the next we are going to place 2 double crochet stitches in the same stitch, chain 1 and place another 2 double crochet stitches. So this is what we'll be doing. So in the next you're going to make another 22. So the 22 we should have them 3 times. So this is our first 22, another 22 and another one, and lastly you'll be having 11. So let's meet at this other end. Make sure your work is not twisted. So this is how our row 1 looks like. So the 4 corners are here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So from here to here we made 11, an increase, 22, an increase, 22, an increase, 22, an increase, and we finished with 11 doubles. So we finish our work by making a slip stitch on top of our first double crochet stitch, which is this one here. So make a slip stitch, chain 2, and then you turn your work. This does not count as a stitch, it's a false stitch. So you jump to the next, make a double crochet stitch, continue placing 1 double crochet stitch, and then we'll meet in this end here. In the chain 1 space you're going to make 2 doubles, chain 1, another 2 doubles into the same space. And again here we need to be more careful because this stitch normally hides because of the congestion here. So yarn over and continue with your doubles. So So this is what we'll be doing. When you reach here, you make another increase like that, so on and so forth. So this is what we'll be doing until our, for my case, I want it how long? 13 inches. I want it 13 inches, so it depends with you. So I'll meet you when this top is 13 inches long. This is what I have right now. I've made 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 rounds. So we fold it into half. I need to convert it now to a top. So this is how it is. So for the 12th round, as you can see, let me do it with you. We'll continue making our double crochet stitches until we reach here where we normally make our increases. Our last double, and then into this space make one double, chain 5, 1 2 3 4 and 5, fold your piece into half like this. So after chaining this 5, you grab this other side, as you can see in the video, yarn over, insert your hook into the chain into the space, make a double crochet stitch. So you will continue. Each stitch is going to have a double crochet stitch. So we'll continue doing that, and then let's meet in this other corner, and then I'll repeat what I've just done in this other side. Our last double crochet, one double crochet in the space, chain 5, 1 2 3 4 and 5, hold into this space, yarn over, and then you make a double crochet stitch. Then we'll continue with our making our double crochet stitches. This video also have subtitles, so right on the top, in top of your right hand, you can click that box with CC, and then the subtitles will appear, just in case if you're not hearing me that well, maybe my voice is fading. So this is what we'll be doing until you reach here. You make your slip stitch to finish our run around, you chain 2 and turn over. Now this is our top. This is how it's just a simple one, and as I told you, I wanted it 13 inches. So let's see where we are. We are at 7. We are at 7, so I need some more, like 5 more inches. So I don't know yours which size you want, but as for me, I'll go to 13. I'll show you when I reach there. So continue, make it to your desired height. Even if you want to convert it into a dress, it's your wish. If you want to make it more long, so long, it's all up to you. So continue. So what we'll do, or maybe I should show you. So after reaching here, so here we are going to make 5 double crochet stitches. Yeah, here we are going to make 5 double crochet stitches, and then you continue in this other end also 5 double crochet stitches. So this is our armhole. So that's it. So the length of my top is 12 inches. So this is how it is. I made the sleeves one side, and this is the finishing. So we are going to do the other side together, and we'll begin right here. So with your yarn, make a slip knot, insert your hook here in the middle, chain 2, make 1 double crochet stitch in the next space, and for the sleeves we'll be decreasing our stitches. So the next 2 will make a decrease. How do we do that? Yarn over, insert hook into this space, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops in your hook, pull up 2, you are left with 2, yarn over again into the next stitch, 4 loops, pull out 2 and pull out 3 together. So that's a decrease. We've made a decrease. So from here we'll just be doing plain double crochet stitches without making any decreases until we reach the other row. So this is how you'll be doing. Each stitch should have a double crochet stitch like that. So continue doing this. I'll show you what we are going to do when we reach here. So I'm going round, and when we reach here I'll tell you what we'll be doing. So our last double, we'll place it here. Make a slip stitch. This was our chain 2, but the chain 2 does not count as a stitch, so we place our slip stitch in the next stitch like that, and then pull out, chain 2, turn your work. Sorry for that. Turn your work. My stand is a little bit short. I pull it like that a little bit. Yeah. So as I always say, you see, this is not a stitch. This is not a stitch. So our first double crochet stitch, will place it here on top here. Hope you are understanding me. We are not going to make our double here. Instead, we are going to make it here. If you confuse and make it here, then your work will be increasing. Your stitches will be increasing. So you skip this. It's a false stitch. Skip it into the next. Make your double crochet stitch. And as usual, as we do, our next stitch, since this is another row, we are going to make a decrease. So we yarn over, insert your hook into that stitch, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops, yarn over, you have 2 loops left. We yarn over again, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, 4 loops, pull out 2, and then you pull out 3 together. So that's a decrease. We've made a decrease. This is what we'll be doing all the way around until it reaches to our desired height. So the higher you go, or the more you go, the narrower it becomes. So that is it. Maybe I can repeat it once more just for clearance, and if you've not understood, you can rewind the video and watch it, because this is a basic stitch we are using, double crochet. It's a very easy stitch, so it's not that confusing. So I'll do with you another row, that is row number 3, and then the rest I'll leave it for you until we reach the border part. Sorry, I forgot to tell you that we'll be using another color yarn, but it's optional. I decided to use this color because it's a matching. You'll see how the dress looks like, so I decided to take this color blue. So you see, as this sleeve is going, so it's decreasing. It's decreasing. This is because we are doing the decreases. So this is it, and this is our border. I made scallops. So that is it, but don't worry, I'm going to show you another one row just for clearance, and then I'll leave the rest for you. Our last stitch in this round, make a slip stitch in the first double crochet. So we finished our round. So for round 3, we are doing the normal thing what we always do in this project. So as I said, always remember that this is not a stitch. Unlike in the other side, this other side, this is a stitch. So this is a false stitch. So meaning we are going to skip it into the next, yarn over, insert your hook there, make one double, and therefore next we are going to make a decrease. So make a decrease, so that's our decrease. So you'll continue making your plain doubles until your sleeves reached to your desired height. For my case, as I have told you earlier, mine measures 12 inches. So continue making your doubles, and then we'll meet here where we do the border. It's very simple. I'm sure you'll admit that. So this is it, guys. Continue making your double crochet stitches. So we'll finish by making a slip stitch. This is our last row or our last round. Chain one using the cutter, cut the yarn. So I've made 28 rounds. These are 28. So therefore we are doing the border. The border now will be using this color. So make a slip knot like that. Therefore insert your hook, the first stitch, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So chain 3 counts as a double crochet. Chain 3 counts as a double crochet stitch. It counts as a stitch, and chain 1 is the spacing we'll be doing. So we are going to skip one into the next, make a double crochet stitch, chain 1, skip one into the next, make a double crochet stitch, again chain 1, yarn over, skip one into the next, make a double crochet stitch, chain 1, yarn over, skip one into the next, make a double crochet stitch. So let's meet in this other end. Our last stitch, chain 1, skip 1, and therefore you count 1, 2, 3, make a slip stitch like that. Insert your hook into that chain 1 space, make a single crochet stitch, chain up 2, So this counts as a double crochet stitch. So into this space we are going to make 4 more doubles. So that is 2, that is 3, 4, and 5. So these are the scallops. So you're going to skip one, into the next make a single crochet stitch, yarn over, into the next space make 5 doubles again. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip one, into the next make a single crochet stitch, yarn over, to the next make 5 doubles. That is 2, 3, 4, and lastly 5. Skip this, into the next make a single crochet stitch. So this is what we'll be doing all round. So continue making your border. So I want to show you how to finish our round. So we are going, as we've been doing, we are going to skip this space and into the next make a single crochet stitch, into the next make 5 double crochet stitches. So that is 2, 3, 4, and lastly 5. So from there we are going to make our last single crochet stitch right here. So if you wish you can connect with this other one here, yeah, like that. Chain 1 using your cutter, cut your yarn. So this is the border we've made, similar to this other one. So for the neck border we are going to use another different stitch, but also it's easy, it's beginners friendly. So insert your hook after making a slip knot, chain 1, make a single crochet stitch into the next, but we are doing it under, down there. So make a single crochet stitch, chain up 2, into the same stitch make another single crochet stitch. So we are going to skip this one and this one, into the next make a single crochet stitch, chain 2, into the same space make another single crochet stitch. We are going to skip this, into the next single crochet stitch, chain 2, and place another single crochet stitch into the same stitch. Once more, skip the first space, into the next make a single crochet stitch, chain 2, make another single crochet stitch into the same space. So this is our pattern. Let's knit here. Let's do this together. In our last space make a single crochet stitch, chain 2, into the same stitch make another single crochet stitch. So to finish our round we are going to finish by making a slip stitch, and if you wish you can attach it to this other one. Chain 1 and cut your yarn. So this is the border. I don't know the name of the stitch, So this is the border for the neck, for the sleeves. There you are. So another thing I'm thinking of attaching a flower somewhere here, and I'll be I'm thinking of maybe using other colors, but we'll see. But basically this is it. Our top is almost ready. It's like 85% ready. So the other thing, as I had told you, I want to attach it to this dress. You see, this dress has so many colors, so that's why I chose this color blue and the yellow. So I want to attach it here. I'll show you the final look. I'm sorry, my camera does not it's not so high, so you're not able to see it more clearly, but I think the concept is okay. Yeah, that's the most important thing. Yeah, so I'll show you the final look. So guys, here's the final look of the dress. The sewing part, I did it with my hand sewing, but you can also use a sewing machine for the finishing part. Yeah, meaning joining the two together. So this is it. Hope you like it, guys. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and if maybe it's your first time, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you and enjoy crocheting. Also, don't forget to tag me on your finished product. Bye bye. Love you all.